say I'm running Tata Steel or I'm running a computer company. I might do something as an extended CSR. But when you run something like this, where the very heart and core and soul of the business is something that is going to reduce carbon or reduce energy, or talk about, like both of you did, Neil did and somebody else did, on how it is either water from 2,000 feet or it is water from 200 kilometers. Now, if this is what you are going to handle, one of the things that you have to do is to see that you map, as metrics go, the cost of not doing these things. You have to show people. You see the kind of questions that are coming to you, all of you as entrepreneurs. You have to say that I know the defense for this, and this is the metrics of my not doing whatever is being recommended by you all. The second is, if let's say someone like Dr. Raval puts up the healthy questions that he usually and almost always does in our forum meetings, you have to be able to say, in the cost of not doing, the aspects of losses that happen, ecological losses that happen by the doing of rainwater harvest, both you have to be able to. That is, well, on one side, you're showing the positive effects of the reduction of carbon emission because of the relation of water to energy, as I keep calling it, water G. And at the same time, you must be able to say that this is also the losses that come, or the ecological damage that comes out of my doing rainwater harvest. And then the net earning or the net gain on carbon emission is what you must be able to show and not speak about it. You have to have this as a metrics of the cost of not doing. Now, if you did something like that, these questions, which are coming from you can see Vijay Raj and the rest of you here, that these are questions coming from a choir which is already committed to sustainability. Can you imagine what the questions will be if you are talking to external people who do not understand all of these things and only understand money and the saving? And I know that 80%, 90% of your clientele, whoever you are, wherever you're doing it, are only talking to you about money, or you are talking about to them money. You're not talking to them of how, for example, 1 million liters is actually the equivalent of 6,000 tons of carbon emission. Even if I were to take, say, 3 units of electricity for every KL of water that we draw from about 400 feet. I'm not even talking 1,500 feet. We have done the math on these things. So I'm saying, look at the cost of not doing, and then it will help you as well as many others. Of course, the pie is large. We are talking of 36 billion liters of wastewater today per day, as the Prime Minister himself said. 3 weeks ago, he's talking about how water security is greater than national security. Takes a politician a lot of courage to say such a thing. So the ecosystem today, politically speaking, in terms of the government and such, is ripe and ready for the kind of interventions not only you bring, but people in the wastewater segment bring. Essentially, it's about driving the one water mission. Whether it's used water, fresh water, river water, some other water, nobody bothers. As long as we are able to say that we are going to put all of that in a loop in a way that we draw less.